This is Group 9, and this is our motivational interview.
Hi, SJ01. My name is Cameron. I'm so glad that you made it over here today.
Hi, thanks Cameron. It's very nice to meet you. I'm excited to be here, but I'm also a little bit apprehensive.
Why is that?
I guess when I walk in here, I kind of feel like I'm labeled a little bit as a failure.
The way I see it, you're coming here to help. I'm not sure it seems that you're coming to get as a step. I'm sure that this is the first step in getting the program in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, I guess. I mean, it took a lot of courage to walk in here, but I did still walk in here.
What do you think, what made you get through walk through these doors?
I guess this is just kind of like the end of the rope. I mean, I'm really frustrated. I've tried a lot of things. They haven't worked. And I guess I'm putting all my eggs in one basket and just hoping that this is really going to work for me. So I'm just hoping that it does, and that was my main motivation in coming here today.
I'm a weight management specialist. I want to help you reach your goals with weight loss, but first, I'd like to get to know you better. So tell me about the real SJ01.
Okay, well, I guess a typical day in my life starts with a very hectic morning. I have 2 kids under the age of 5, so things are really crazy in the morning, getting them to go to school and getting them ready, and it's just kind of insane.
Well, I can't say that I do SJ01, but I do babysit my sister's kids, and I know how hectic it is getting them ready for school.
Yeah, it seems like there's just never enough time in the day, and I really don't have much time for myself during the day. But after I get them ready, I, take them to school, and then I go to work for the day.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant at a financial firm.
It seems that you're pretty busy from the time that you wake up until the time you eat dinner with your family.
Yes. Sometimes it feels like I haven't even stopped for 8 hours, and then I come home and it's just more cooking dinner and getting everything ready, and it's hard to find time for myself.
Do you wish you had more time to yourself, more SJ01 time?
Yeah, I just kind of feel like I've assumed this role, and I'm always taking care of my husband and my children, and it's kind of like I'm on the back burner, I guess.
It seems that you want to include yourself on the list, but you're not sure how to take time away from the family as well, just going get your personal time as well.
Yeah, I think that sometimes I feel guilty about wanting to include myself on the list, but I guess I just need to realize that, I don't know, it's hard for me because I've been in this role so long, and I don't want to, it's hard for me to justify taking time for myself because I feel like it could take time away from my kids.
How do you think you can best use your time?
I mean, I think maybe the best change that I could make is just lowering my stress and maybe finding that time for myself, because if I want to be a good mom, I think I need to take care of myself too. But like I said, I'm a little bit hesitant because for some reason I have a little bit of guilt associated with that, and I also think that because I don't take a lot of time for myself, like, I know that that's leading to the poor choices that I make with my eating habits. Like, I know you've seen my dietary record, and I mean, I eat on the go a lot. I eat fast food for lunch. I don't eat a real breakfast, and a lot of that has to do with me not setting time for myself.
Would you like to tell me about these choices?
Yeah, well, basically I'm just really rushed, so the choices that I'm making aren't based on what's best for me. They're just based on a convenience factor, and I know it's not right, but I just need to find the time so that I can make the right decisions, because I know I'm capable of doing it.
It sounds to me that you are aware of your food choices, and you seem to know when you're making the wrong choices and the right choices. However, I feel like there are no options anyways because your choices are unhealthy for you.
Yeah, and they're just made out of convenience. So, and like even after I eat these things, I know I'm more stressed out because I know that they're not good behavior choices.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you're feeling guilt from from your poor eating habits. Okay. But you also feel like the guilt's taking time away from your time to facilitate yourself better.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, I guess it's more just like I'm torn between taking time for myself to make these better choices or taking time from my family.
How how do you think you can balance the teeter-totter?
Um, I mean, I think from what I'm saying, it's just that I do need to take this time for myself. So I kind of need to overcome that and try and justify it and not feel so guilty. But I guess I've just been in this role as mom for so long, and I'm kind of feeling like SJO1 is on the back burner a little bit.
What do you think might help SJ1 be in the front burner?
I guess I just kind of need to step back and ask for the help that I know I need, but it's hard for me to do because I've just been the primary caregiver of my family for so long. I mean, I have a husband that can help me, but I guess I've always just thought that I should take care of the kids, and he takes care of the house and he pays the bills. But I mean, I know I could ask him for help.
You want to have some more time to yourself, but you're feeling that you're being maybe unfair to your husband by asking for help?
Maybe, yeah. Like I said, I guess we've just established these roles, and I mean, I know he's a father too, but I've always felt like it was my responsibility to provide care to the kids, I guess. I know that it's not unfair, but part of me is holding back from asking him to help me.
What would you lose from my asking his help?
I mean, not much. I mean, I know that he would help me, and I know that he wouldn't mind taking care of the kids, especially because I'm running myself into the ground doing it. But yeah, I get there's some hesitation there for some reason.
You said earlier that you felt that it was your sole responsibility to take care of the kids. I can see how you might be overwhelmed, but feel that asking for help might be the same way of failing to maintain your liability.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. I just think that there's something there that's stopping me from asking for the help.
How would you like things to be different in your household?
Well, I think I need to let me help me, and that would probably end up helping my family more too, but I think this routine is just very ingrained in me, and it's going to be kind of a big step for me to, step back and let someone else help me.
Would you be willing to try?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I know deep down that that's the problem, and that's part of the reason that I'm here today, but it's going to take a little bit of me going out of my comfort zone with it.
How would you plan on finding more time in your life?
I guess, I know my busiest time is in the morning, and I know that that's setting me up for the rest of my day. So I think that would be kind of an ideal time if I were to ask for it, because I could plan my meals out better, because I know that my biggest issue is that I eat for convenience. So if I could just have 20 minutes in the morning to eat a better breakfast, and then maybe, given a list of healthy choices, I could pack lunch instead of eating the way that I do. And I mean, if I have a bag lunch with me, I'm more likely to eat it than go out to the places that I normally do.
So you're considering about making a change to your schedule that allows you more time to prepare for the day and making better food choices, but as you stated, you're still having a bit of hesitation. If you did make the change, what would be some of the positives compared to what you have been doing?
I mean, obviously, if I'm here, I'm no expert on food choices and eating habits, but I do feel that if I was packing my own lunch and making my own breakfast, that I would probably at least be somewhat better off than I am now. And I also think that that this would be better for me.
What do you think would need to happen to overcome your hesitation?
I mean, I think I just know I need to go out of my comfort zone and I need to ask for help. I've been married for 10 years. I know my husband will help me. I want to make these changes in my life, and I know that I'm going to be pushed out of my comfort zone, especially when we start to implement more stuff into this plan. So this is probably a good step for me to just kind of grit my teeth and do it, and hopefully it just gets easier.
How confident are you about making this next step towards your weight management?
Probably a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
Why was your rating not lower?
I guess I'm at the point that I realize in order to be successful, I need to ask for the help, and I know that time is my issue. So I'm aware of it, and it all comes back to that. And I think knowing deep down, it tells me that making a small change like this will really be beneficial, even if I have some guilt associated with taking away from my family. I think I know that this is the thing that's going to help me.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you have conducted a bit of cost-benefit analysis about this behavior, and you perceive that changing your morning schedule will be more beneficial than changing your evening schedule.
Yeah, I know that asking for the help in the morning is critical for my success, and even knowing that I won't be there every second, I know that my health is important, especially for my family and being there for my family. And reassuring myself even through this conversation is helping me to realize that. And I mean, the evening schedule could definitely be a factor maybe in the future, but I think the morning is something I really want to harp on because it's setting me up for the rest of the day.
Why was your rating not higher?
I guess just because, I mean, this is the first time I've been here. This is the first time that I'm not trying a fad diet, and I'm actually trying to make changes in my life, and it's a little bit scary. I think, though, since I feel like I've been a failure for so long, like, I'm so willing to find success, and I just really want success, even if it's something small. So I do feel somewhat, I feel somewhat confident, but I'm still not sure because it's my first time doing it.
So what you're saying is that you maybe take small taste of success will be reinforcement for your behavior? Maybe placing a 9 or a 10?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I really want this, and I think that even if it's pushing out of my comfort zone, if I just do it maybe for 1 week and I feel like it's making a change, it'll make me even more confident in maintaining this.
How do you think changing the specific behavior will allow you to achieve weight loss?
I think that this is just kind of, even though it seems like a small change, I mean, for me, I know my issue is time. I know that I don't have enough time, and I know that it's causing me to make poor choices out of convenience. So this is one small change that's giving me more time. In the future when, hopefully I'm going to be exercising regularly, and, that's going to take even more time. So I kind of need to reframe my thinking now with small things, and I think that's going to help me the most in actually, sticking to this plan this time.
So in the past, you have been you've been the main caregiver for your children. In doing so, you put yourself and your own personal care and on the back burner. You feel that this is the root of your problem for having excessive weight gain, for failing on lasting behavior changes, and you wish to reorganize your life. There have been a bit of order. Put your healthcare goals on a higher priority than also plan on asking yourself for a bit of help from your husband. You feel that by changing your mindset to include that your personal healthcare and your health goals, you would overcome this barrier?
Yeah, I think this is a small start to a big future. I really want it this time, and I hope that it's different. And I think that this is actually addressing the problem that I know that I have, instead of just supplementing it with, the things that I've tried in the past.
It sounds to me that you're ready to make this behavior change. Do you have any specific questions about how you can make this?
Yeah, I think that I would really benefit from having a list of like healthy food choices that I could make for myself in the morning and for lunch. I think that, like I said, I'm no expert, but I think that I know that I can follow a recipe. So,
Thanks so much for your time today.
thank you. And I guess I'll get that list from the receptionist.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.